Dave is still looking for clarity. Have you found her yet, Dave?
Not yet. Bombs away.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Late Late Horror Show. It's Dino. Hi there, Dave. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Loving life. It's Sunday. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
It's Thanksgiving already?
Next week, we won't see each other until after Thanksgiving.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. And again, welcome to late Horror Show. What is wrong with Dino today? I am Dino, and that is Dave. Yeah, this isn't really ginger ale. This is champagne spiked with Columbo, Mr. Greenleaf's little poison there, whatever he put in that drink. It was really weird. Oh, that was weird. I'm like, I was looking at the vials, like, what kind of poison is that? It looked like it said UB40. I'm like, that's the name of a band.
And everything what I love about that is if you look at the top of the cork of the champagne, there's already 2 holes punctured.
Yes.
It's already poisoned.
It's already poisoned. Oh, well. Hey, let me say hello to everybody in the chat. Again, give a thumbs up, please. Sorry about the chat not being on the screen. It worked last night, but it didn't work tonight. I don't know. Restream is kind of nutty. But I will say hello to Edward Stewart. He says happy Thanksgiving week. There you go. Yeah, horror fans, unite. Wonder Twins activate. Dave, form of a bucket. Come on, take a shape.
Form of a computer.
No, you're a substance. You're like water or dirt or
Fire?
something like that.
Can I be on fire?
Okay, fire. So fire in a bucket. Anyway, Sweet Indigo, what's going on? Connie Clary, Mr. Ed. Nathan, what's going on? Good to see you. DIY Craft Q. Jack Cassidy is in this. Yes, he is. We will talk about that. Him and his little thin 1930s mustache going.
It's a little shaving right here.
Yes.
Like it goes whoop, and there's like this little V up above underneath his nose.
Oh, it's a trip. I don't know. It's just that mustache can only be worn back in it's like the 20s, 30s, right? I guess they might have done that in the late 1800s. I don't know. Cat Small, what's going on? Let me get to everybody. Kathy, what is going on? Hello, Dino and Dave, everyone in the chat. Andrea Black. We have Harry Scott. We have Mr. Ed. And we had somebody new, Denise Leonard. Good to have you in the chat. We will be talking Columbo. We didn't get to, Dave, we didn't get to talk about Mod Squad because we couldn't find it anywhere. It was somewhere, then it's gone now. Disappeared. But we'll figure that out. Dave's he's at a loss for words tonight.
I am. I feel really bad because I was looking forward to that all month, and all of a sudden it's like poof. It's like it didn't even exist somehow.
Yeah, but, it's not here no more, Dave. It's gone.
All right.
Yeah, no more Mod Squad. But we'll figure it out, you guys. We will talk about Mod Squad. I'm just anxious to start talking about Scooby-Doo. But we're here today to talk about Columbo, and we do got a super chat. I can't highlight it, but DIY Craft Q, thank you so much. I appreciate that super sticker of a lemon shaking and going, I'm Columbo with heart eyes. William Blowers, new subscriber here, found out about y'all by your shadow videos. The second I learned y'all were doing a Columbo thing, I had to subscribe. God bless y'all and families, and God bless. Well, thank you, William Blowers. That's a name. That's a name, Dave, right?
As long as I can call him Bill.
There you go, Bill. Yeah, we'll call
Bill
we'll call you Bill. Hey, Bill, what's going on? Bill Blowers. What the heck? Bill Blowers, for somebody who does not want to pay their utility bills. I'm Bill Blowers. You know, it's just blow them off the desk. Okay, anyways, we're going to lose them if I keep up this insanity. Hey, Lizzie, what's going on? Good to see you. Vanessa Davis, good to see you. Okay, Dave, go on. I'm going to shut up, and we're going to talk about Columbo.
Finally.
Season 3, episode 5.
Yes.
Aired January 17th, 1974. I'm going to keep interrupting you.
All right. This is called Publish or Perish. It is our third and final Jack Cassidy episode.
Oh, he is such a star back then, right? I mean, he was something else.
He was. He was married to Shirley Jones, father of Sean Cassidy and David Cassidy, and really a very excellent actor for Columbo. And he and Peter Falk were friends behind scenes. It wasn't like he was just coming on because he was the star of the day. Both him and his wife were friends and would dine with the Columbos. So, you know, this is really a great episode. Publish or Perish first came out January 18th, 1974.
Okay, I said 17th. I was wrong. IMDb had it wrong.
Sorry.
How dare they?
Sorry.
Oh, no.
IMDb does rate this as a fan favorite of 7.6.
It is that high. Yeah. And I think this is my least favorite of the Jack Cassidys that we've seen. It doesn't mean I don't like it. This is a fantastic episode. I don't think I'd give it a 7.6 though. I'd be slightly less, about 7, maybe 6.9. You know, it wasn't, you know, at the top of the list on what we've seen so far. I did want to say Raj Ram, thank you also for becoming a member, level 1 support. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lulu Bell, what is going on? Good to see you. But yeah, no, this definitely a great episode. You know, there's not too many unless you venture off into the later years, but this is a good episode, Dave. I thought Jack Cassidy's character. I wish there was a lot more of Mariette Hartley. She plays yes, Eileen McRae. In the first scene you see of her in that dress, yeah,
even the dress she's wearing in her apartment. Hubba.
Oh well, listen, she hardly dressed in her apartment, and Columbo's sitting there, and she's like, she's got this robe on. That's all that's going. But she you look at her, and immediately I'm like, Incredible Hulk. That's where I know her from. David Banner, her, constantly back and forth throughout the seasons. But that's where I remember her mostly from.
Interesting. I just know her from the previous Columbo that we did with the Columbo individuals. It was she was the secretary to Ruth Gordon's character.
Yes, and she was covering up for
Abigail Mitchell.
Yeah, Dave was going in slow-mo. There's some science behind tonight's episode, everybody.
Oh, boy.
Jesse Miller, love what you're doing, but sadly, I've lost my home and can't afford the subscriber. Listen, you know what? So sorry, Jesse, but listen, there is no need to type something like that in the chat. Why would you come into chat and type something like that? First of all, 90% of the people here, you know, aren't members. So it doesn't matter. You don't need to do that. We're here about happiness, talking about shows, having a good time. It sucks that you don't got a home or whatever. Send me an email. Let's talk. But, you know, I've been duped many times, and you can't come into chat and say that kind of stuff. Just enjoy the chat. Say, hello, people. Beautiful day today, you know. But yeah, I don't know what more to say. Go on, Dave. Sweet Indigo, thank you for a $5 super sticker. And I don't want to come off cold. It's just when that's the first thing you say, I'm not asking for you to become a member or to subscribe to the channel. You don't have to. But don't bring down the chat and make everybody sad and upset that you're something's wrong. Jesse, become part of the Late Late Horror Show family just by being in the chat and enjoying the discussions that we have. Dave, go on.
All right. I'm going to start with telling you how much I love this episode. I actually rated it an 8.0, and Dino is gone, but that's okay.
And I'm back.
Oh, now he's freaking me out. He's freaking me out.
I'm back. I'm back.
All right. So
Overkill with an O. What's going on? Good to see you.
I graded this an 8.0. And the beginning is a little weird because we have these cut screens.
Yes.
And so we see this.
What's going on?
It's either me or you, because I see you freezing.
You see me freezing. Okay, it's Restream. It might be time for me to find something different, a different platform. But yeah, this is killing me, man. No chat on the stream. And so I can't see, and I got to go back and forth to YouTube, see the chat, and back to Restream. And then people freeze up and stuff. I can't highlight Sweet Indigo, but I appreciate that $5 super sticker. Sorry, just saying I love your stuff. My bad. I'm not asking for help. No, it's okay, Jesse Miller. I'm just trying to make a point because it's a point that's made over and over all the time. You don't need to. Never go into somebody's chat and say that because you don't need to be a member. You just being there, watching, enjoying everything that we do is good enough. And you could be silent and never say a word. And I'm just glad that you're enjoying our content and what we're doing. So anyways, there we go. You give this an 8.0, Dave?
I love it. I especially love the quotes.
So is this better than the other two Jack Cassidys? I think we might have given that a higher score.
I think the other two are better.
Okay.
Of course, you can't beat the very first one, Murder by the Book.
Oh, God, no.
And one of my go-tos is when he's a musician. The episode is called Now You See Him. And that's a wonderful episode as well.
Yeah.
With the killing of Jesse Jerome. But this one is great because it is a fun romp through finding out who did it. We have Mickey Spillane, the actual author, as a character.
Mickey Spillane.
Who gets killed. And then we also have, obviously, the beautiful Marriott Hartley. We have a great solution. Columbo has great interaction. There's, again, great quotes that we'll touch on, even like at the beginning, where you have this guy who's throwing bombs in a deserted, basically auto wrecking yard.
Yeah, that's how we start off this the show. Yeah, and he's just throwing dynamite at all these cars, and I'm like going, there's nobody around. I guess this is just where people dump off their garbage and cars, and you got to respond to Linda too, Dave. But yeah. Oh, Dave freeze up completely? Overkill does say, oh, there you are, Dave. Wow, you totally froze up. You might have to go out and come back in. That was like a 5-second freeze. Okay, yeah.
Well, also, I'm going to head out and I'll come back in.
Okay. So you got me here. Yeah, Dave will be here in a second. So there you go. But yes, Linda, clarity, Dave will explain that in a second. So hopefully Dave is, let me see what's going on in the chat here. Jesse, I hope just hanging out with us and enjoy. Yes, definitely. Scott Schultz, what's going on? Good to see you. Hopefully Dave isn't rebooting. Hey, John Swan. Hey, Ahava. Good to see you. Let me bring Dave back on. Here he is. You good, Dave?
Yes.
This is a shit show. I'm telling you. This is starting off like a... but this is the way it goes on this channel, right? Either it's me messing things up or just things happen,
It's classic late horror show.
There you go. It's something to see. Like George Costanza's father would say, it's the place to be.
One of my favorite parts of the opening sequence is there's a big bomb explosion, lots of smoke, and out of the smoke walks Jack Cassidy.
From the smoke?
From the smoke. You see him walking down the hill from his
Okay, yeah.
69 Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, the guy that he's that's throwing the dynamite at the cars is his name is I don't know why I went somewhere else. His name is Eddie Kane,
Yep.
and he's just a thug. He was in the wars, and he's infatuated with dynamite and stuff. And this is who Jack Cassidy's character, who is Riley Greenleaf. He's a Greenleaf Publishing, and basically the whole story is about two publishing companies going back and forth against each other, over Mickey Spillane, because he makes these great bestsellers, and he's ending his relationship with Jack Cassidy, Mr. Greenleaf, Mr. I tell, like, he has anything to do with my life, Dave. It's Riley Greenleaf, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's ending his relationship with him, and he's going to move over to the other one. So Jack Cassidy is getting Eddie Kane, this guy, to blow up. And yes, he thinks he's doing everything the right way. But yeah, we'll talk about that, Dave. I mean,
he's creating one hell of an alibi. That's a lot of work to kill this guy.
He isn't it funny though how it never really works out? One little thing. It's hard to get away with stuff. I mean, I'm just saying.
And especially with Columbo on the case.
Thank you, Raj Ram. Here's to a great show with my entire Late Late Horror Show family. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, no, Columbo's always on it, and he always finds that little thing. And when we get to the thing that kind of messes all this up, it's like, wow, really? Columbo was really thinking, man,
He was definitely on the job here in season 3. I would say that this meeting is clandestine between these two individuals, because Riley Greenleaf is going to publish Eddie Kane's book, which is How to Blow Up Anything in 12 Easy Lessons.
This is what Eddie Kane wants Greenleaf to publish.
It's what he's put on earth to do.
Yes.
It's just
he's a little nuts, and he wants to teach everybody how to blow things up correctly. But yeah, it's a crazy idea and book, and it's not going to work out, of course. But yeah, Mickey Spillane's the one that's making a book about, what is it, 60 Miles to Saigon, I think is what it is. It's about a Vietnam story or something like that.
Right. But even though he's writing it in the space that's rented out by Greenleaf's company, he's actually going to take it to Mr. Neal's company and publish it there.
Yes, his contract is up in 3 weeks, and he's I like that word, clandestine, Dave. Very
thank you.
Very much in the realm of an author anyways, 3 weeks, and then but he's being secret about the book he's writing, although Jack Cassidy's character has somebody who's doing the work for him, like giving him the manuscript. It's a weird way. Explain this. You're kind of
it's a cat and mouse game, and we don't find out for a while that even though Mickey Spillane thinks he's doing something kind of deceitful against Riley Greenleaf, Riley Greenleaf knows exactly what's going on, and he's actually paying the manuscript service that he's sending his manuscript to give him a copy. So he knows exactly what's going on, and he knows that this upcoming book is going to be a bestseller. And there's no way in hell he's going to allow him to go to another publishing company and get all this money and fame for this really great book about Vietnam.
Well, there's a couple things going on here we can talk about, because Jack Cassidy's character, he's got a $1 million publishing company. I mean, he makes a lot of money, and he's made a lot of money off of this character.
But it is, but he's not like publishing good stuff. he's publishing smut.
Yeah, later on we get that, that photography thing going on down there.
Yeah, and any of the women in the pictures on the covers of his books are dressed up like romance novels pretty much.
Yeah, you see them up on the walls, and I mean, wasn't that what was going on back in the day? I mean, the paperbacks and all that. I mean, those were the kind of books that were selling and stuff like that. The pulp fiction type, risque woman on the cover. So I get, but listen, my point is, he's got a lot of money. There is $1 million contract or insurance policy that he takes out, and he says he does this for all of his authors, and that Columbo finds out a little bit later. And so he's got $1 million coming just from the death of Mickey Spillane as well. So, listen, I said this a million times. Let's tell Linda, who's Clarity? Why do you got that up there, Dave?
Sure. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we did an Art Bell.
Yeah.
Ghost to Ghost. And one of the funnier, not believable, drawn out stories was basically this drunk guy picked up this girl when he was a teenager at a party. Her name was Clarity, drops her off at a basically graveyard where she allegedly had died years ago. And so he's this drunk guy and he's looking for her and he's yelling for Clarity.
So there you go. The point is that every single week Dave kind of puts something, I just go the Late Horror. So sometimes I change my name, but Dave's always got something at the end of his name there that kind of corresponds to something we've done in the past or something that deals with the episode, and it's always kind of funny. Raj Ram, thank you very much to our wonderful not shit show tonight. $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I think I said hi to William Cromer. Bill Blowers says, howdy, Lulu. Okay, so just talking back and forth. Okay, so yes, that is what's going on. And as he's walking away from Eddie Kane down there blowing up with the dynamite, he does take a screwdriver and breaks his door. He's setting everything up. He breaks the lock and kind of scratches it, which you would call you're jimmying the door. That's what back in the day we would say. You're jimmying the door. You're trying to break in. You're jimmying it by putting in something to like kind of break it, and scratches along the car. And it's going to be part of his alibi later on. Again, it seems perfect if he just didn't make one mistake. But then we go from there, Dave.
Sure. So we're then going to go to actually a party at the Neil Publishing Company.
I like how it says, he says one shot in the heart. He does say that. Yeah. He gives him a gun.
Yeah. He doesn't want him blowing up. He doesn't want him dismembered. He's just like, boom, one quick shot in the heart. That's all I'm asking for.
And he gives him the gun with his fingerprints on it. And he says, do not smudge the prints. Remember, because he's kind of trying to make himself look like the killer so that he can get somebody else to they're framing him up. So it's very complicated, but he's really going all out on this. So, keep my fingerprints on the gun, get him in the heart, that kind of stuff. And then we're at a dinner party where, yes, they're, hobnobbing with the higher ups, and all that stuff.
He is. And this is basically a party to get the author, Mickey Spillane, to come over to this new company. He's all, I don't need a party. I'm ready to go. I don't want to work for this guy anymore. And then Riley Greenleaf comes in and he's, I think, playing that he's drunk. I don't think he's drunk yet because he is again kind of setting up the scene for when people are going to be questioned later.
Yes. He's got it all planned out this night. Everything is being planned out. And he comes in to the party, like you said, pretending, and hello, ocean waves. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat and Sunday nights where you don't know what you're going to get on this channel. Well, you do. It's to me and Dave, but how it's going to go, who knows? But listen, we always have fun. We're settled down here a little bit now. But
I'm going to say, too, one of the great quotes from Riley Greenleaf as he walks in, there's this waitress, and she gives him a glass of champagne. And he looks at her and he goes, "You're lovely. Now leave."
Oh my God, what an a-hole. Yeah, no. Yes, this is what he's getting drunk, and this is only going to be the beginning of the night where I guess he's getting drunk. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, he comes barging in to who's the other guy? Who's in charge?
The publisher?
Yeah, the publisher. Who is that guy?
That would be Jeffrey Neal.
Jeffrey Neal. Why didn't I put him down? But Jeffrey Neal is the head of the other publishing company, the newer one that's going to get Mickey Spillane. And he's standing there with Eileen McRae, and Dave pretty much Jack Cassidy comes on. Dave comes right up to him and slaps him in the face. No, Jack Cassidy comes up and he basically says, "Yeah, you guys, this is the last time he's going to write a book. You're just the last time you're going to," like he's going to kill them all. You know, he's already setting up his murder, you know, that he's the murderer or whatever.
Oh, yeah. He goes, "If you go to him, you will die."
You will die. That's what he tells him. You will die in a horrible, burning pain for weeks, laying in the hospital bed. No, he didn't say any of that. That's awful, Dave.
I just thought of the end of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World where they're all in the hospital.
Oh, yeah. Oh, such a great movie, Dave. Oh, my God. Can you imagine revisiting that? Sticking around doing a show for like 3 hours long. Oh, my God. That would be something else. I know, yeah. We've done it, me and Ted. Yeah.
And all those great cameos.
What's that?
All the great cameos. Like
even Jerry Lewis running down the street. He doesn't say nothing. He's just running down the street. Hey, you guys. Yeah. So, what's next, Dave?
Saying thank you to Cat's Meow. Cat's Small.
Oh, thank you. Oh, let me go over there. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. Hello, everybody. Cat Small. Hey, I'm going to love that with a big old heart. Cat Small, thank you for the $5 super chat. Dino and Dave's knowledge and recollection on all things, various shows and movies is truly impressive. You know, I got to kind of agree with you, Cat Small. You know, Dave? I mean, we're like encyclopedias, really, of 1970s TV shows, really.
Sure. Well, you more than me, especially when it comes to Sanford and Sons and All in the Family.
By the way,
oh Jesus,
Sanford and Son plays a part in this show for like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever.
Is it Kramer?
No, in the crime scene when he does come and Mickey Spillane is dead, the photographer for the police department, you don't even really see his face, but you can hear him back there, you know, and you can see him like kind of up there. It's the doctor from Sanford and Son who comes in smoking and you know, I forget his name. What's his name? Dr. something. But
Dr. Benny Boom Bots.
Dr. Jimmy. But he's there in this episode, and he also appeared as a photographer for the police department in an episode of Kolchak that we did, and I pointed that out when we talked about it.
I remember that.
Just a brief little thing, but it connects. Sanford Son, this. So anyways, yeah, thank you, Cat Small. Really appreciate it.
All right, so we're actually now, he gets kicked out of the party for saying he's going to kill Riley, he's going to kill the author.
How dare
So then we do a very 1970s thing where we actually have like kind of like how we have split screens now. Imagine one more screen and you're watching 3 different things happen at the same time. And so you've got
it was a cinematic thing when they were editing the show, you know.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave. 3 different scenes.
Like one segment you see Mickey Spillane going and unlocking his door, sitting down at his desk, starting to do dictation. And then the other thing is the bad guy, who I have his name here, Eddie Kane. In another screen, and he's like showing up in his convertible VW in the basement, breaking in, coming up the steps, and he's going to shoot him. And then you also have the third frame of Jack Cassidy basically establishing his alibi. So you've got 3 different things you're watching on the screen at the same time. I thought it was really cool, but I also thought it was very dated in the 1970s.
Yeah, I mean, it's of its time. I mean, it's how they edited things back then. But I think picture in picture is what that is, and seeing what's going on all at the same time is the process of setting up what his alibi, and that's his what he's trying to do here, and with also letting you know how Mickey Spillane is getting killed by Eddie Kane, who is doing the killing. Oh my God, Dave, when we get to it, when he leaves the bar, I can't wait to get to the line at the band. Oh, please let me say that line. That's
Okay.
the one I wrote down.
All right.
Okay.
Well, why don't we actually talk about that specific bar scene where when you see him, he's kind of coming up to the bar already drunk, or at least playing drunk. He orders a double scotch and soda, and he yells at the bartender, again, kind of a rude a-hole, where it's just like, hey, how about some service down here? And he's talking to this couple who Dino's going to talk about later, who get into their VW minivan.
Yeah.
So he gets the drink, and he drinks it. He goes, what is this? And he's all, just what you ordered, double scotch and water. And he slides it back to him. And he goes, it tastes like barf, by the security, and goes, you've had enough. You need to leave. And so he throws him out. The guy gets in his car, and the whole time we're always seeing the watch being checked on, because we got to establish the alibi.
Yeah. Listen, there's a couple things I find funny about the bar scene, and I got to thank Raj Ram again. Thank you very much, my friend. $2 super chat. Thank you all for you do for us, Dino. Love you, buddy. Thank you, Raj Ram. I really appreciate that. Love you back, man. And Dave, listen, Dave's here every Sunday to put up with my nonsense and deal with me. And listen, Dave's awesome. So thank you. I really appreciate that. There's a couple things. Don't forget to hit that like button too. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button, please, and leave a comment afterwards. Heads up before tonight, no stream overnight tonight. Please catch up. The sci-fi stream I just did in the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. If you haven't listened to it, it's kind of new stuff. It's really good. Please go listen to that tonight. Sunday night, taking it off. I did a show last night too on Night Gallery, and me and Dave here tonight. There's tons of stuff to listen to in the past 3 days or so. So please do that.
Rewatch last Sunday's Kolchak episode.
Could do that too, yes. And hey, Jesse Miller.
Excellent episode. Sadly, only one more Kolchak left in about 2 or 3 more weeks.
Yeah, and then we do the top 5, bottom 5. I can't wait for that. That'll be fun too. But yes, the bar scene, Dave. I thought the bar scene was really, really funny. I mean, just him throwing this kind of tantrum just so that he makes a spectacle of himself so that everybody knows he's there. Throwing that drink was kind of what the heck. But then the brute, if I should can I call him a brute? The 4'10", bar back guy.
He did come up to his armpit. Yes.
Yeah, he's like right here. That's all I'm going to say about that. But he grabs him and he walks him to the door. And he's like, yeah, leave me alone. What are you doing? I'm going to get out of here. What are you doing? But it's funny. He doesn't say a word, this guy. It doesn't mean because the guy's small, he's not going to take this guy and throw him down the hill. But, my point is looking at it was kind of funny. But he turns around and Jack Cassidy, and he looks at him, and doesn't he say, this is why you guys are down in the valley. You could stay in the valley. Something like that.
Yeah, you deserve to be in the valley.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly.
Living in SoCal, that is a slight. It is like, hey, you're not in LA. You're in the valley.
Yeah. Oh, Dave hates that. Oh, yeah. He's been in the slammer a couple times for that, right, Dave?
And I've got no problem going back to jail. That's what I tell my students. They're all, oh, shit.
Oh, funny. No way, Dave. Are you kidding me, man? You don't know. Come on. No, okay, anyways. Okay, so I thought that was very, very funny. But yes, then I can talk about he gets in the car, his vehicle, and he's the next step of his setting up his alibi is to wait for he sees this couple come out. And Dave, tell me if I'm wrong. It looked like, listen, this couple, they're like 80 years old, Dave.
Yeah.
Right? But
80-year-old swingers.
that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, okay, did they not know each other coming to the business? Because they look like they met there and were leaving together.
They could have. They were sitting next together at the bar in the bar scene. So I'm guessing, they could have met there. But that's even.
It was set up like that though, and it tripped me out. And I'm like, going, they're too old. What's going on there? Listen. I guess you're never too old, Dave. He knew there was an 80-year-old there, and he was ready to pick her up. He's been watching her for a while.
He was.
But the funny part is he notices them getting into the minivan, and it doesn't even look like a van an 80-year-old couple would get into.
It's a 1970s VW bus. It's a love machine.
It's a love machine. That's another funny part of this whole scene. And listen, I apologize, you guys, with the buffering and stuff that might be going on. It's restream. I swear, I'm this close to looking into something different, but there's not too many out there. And I could always go OBS again, but man, I haven't used OBS in forever. But anyways, they get into it, and his plan is to back up into their van to cause another scene and have proof of an accident through the insurance company and police report and all that, so that they know where he was, But the funny thing is, once he hits it and he gets out of his car, he starts to the guy's being polite and everything like that, but the woman is just keeps throwing insults on him. You tell him, I forget the guy's name, the old guy, but Ralph. Yeah. You tell him, Ralph. Tell him off. He's an idiot. You let him have it. You're gonna take that from him.
Well, sir. You were the one that backed up.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, she hollers at him one last time before Jack Cassidy gets back to the car. And the funny line is, because listen, she's 80 years old and she looks like she's been in the sun for 100 years. So that's all I'll say. But he comes back and he looks at her and he goes, "Lady, in your condition, I would call a plastic surgeon, not the insurance agency." I kind of ruined that. "Lady, in your condition, I would call a plastic surgeon."
She asks him, he tells him first, "Sir, in your condition, you need to call the police."
Yes. And then he says, "Lady, in your condition, I would call a plastic surgeon because you look disturbing."
And then he slams the little car window that she's talking out of. Now,
I love those little minivan buses. Oh, I love them. Oh, they're so cool.
Now, I will mention, let's talk about Ralphie for a moment.
Okay.
Did he look familiar to you?
Oh, God. Not right off the bat. Not right off the bat.
He was in several Twilight Zone films or episodes.
Okay.
Including playing Mr. Abernathy.
Ooh, okay.
But he was also in one of the films that we talk a lot about on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy, Luther.
Ghost of Mr. Chicken, Don Knotts.
Yes, he played Milo Maxwell in the Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Okay, very well. Good. Yeah. Oh, listen, that would be a fun one to cover. We bring this up like the Ghost of Mr. Chicken quite a lot, and I don't think I did that on my channel yet. I don't think me and Ted ever talked about that. I would remember, but
I know we did a Saturday show where we all watched it on
yes,
on one of the links, but
that's
all that I think you've ever done.
Okay. And yeah, a few people talking about one of our channel members here, part of the Late Horror Show family, Satemkia Falling Tree. She is having issues with the chest and blood infection and stuff like that, and clots. Said a lot of prayers and send some healing light and stuff like that to Satemkia. So yeah, everybody put her in their prayers so that attaboy Luther. Yep, Harry Scott, there you go. So yeah, let's continue, Dave. I thought that was funny, that scene. set up his drunkenness. So yeah.
Well, now we are actually 15 minutes into the episode, because that's usually where I will pop in to see, hey, that's where Columbo shows up. So we literally, I mean, Columbo's an interesting character because in only one episode, he's in the beginning scene. He is also, the latest he's in an episode is 40 minutes.
I remember that. I think it was one we did. We were like, wow, he did not come in until 40 minutes in.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But so we're about 15 minutes in. We finally get to see Columbo, and we're in Mickey Spillane's office, which I wrote down a note. It reminded me of Sam Spade's office.
Yeah.
Well. It kind of had that detective feel to it, late night gumshoe type of thing.
Yeah. Sitting here writing, it's smoky filled there and kind of a noirish type setting. The wind blowing through the window and which is going to come in some of the facts, that Columbo ends up hearing on the recorder. But go ahead, Dave.
Well, we also get a much more ruffled Columbo because he hasn't been sleeping. Why?
No. Because of his wife,
Betty Davis.
Yeah. Well, Betty Davis. But yeah, his wife, she can you believe she woke me up at 2 a.m. to watch a Betty Davis movie?
And then he hears a conversation about coffee and says, hey, bring me some coffee. And then he drinks and he goes, this stuff is terrible.
Well, even the guy who makes it for Mickey Spillane's character, I call him Mickey Spillane, Mallory is his name. Specifically, Alan Mallory. Look at this booklet, man. It's just about at the end, Dave. All our shows and notes are here, and I'll keep it forever. So one day I'll look back and go, yeah, me and Dave, we used to, son, me and Dave, we used to do shows on this platform called YouTube. And these are all notes. Please take it with you and remember me with good intentions. So, I mean, come on. Dave?
So one day that's going to be up on Aiden's shelf.
Yes, it will be at least in a box. And one day he'll look at it, and his grandkids will hopefully look at it, because I tell them, don't throw away certain personal things. They just, No,
but at least too, I mean, this is one of the cool things is that, you will someday be grandpa, great grandpa Dino, right?
Yeah.
And
I hope, yeah.
It's wonderful because they'll be able to look at you and they'll be all, I can hear his voice. I can see his mannerisms. I can, everything about him is visible. I would love to have something like that of relatives that have passed.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, no, listen, that is kind of one of the good things about nowadays. One of the few things great about 2024, I guess. But yeah, no. So he's searching the whole room. Main thing he's focusing on is the darn tape recorder.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, why is he focusing in on that, Dave? Oh man, this ginger ale's making. Oh, Dave has frozen again. He's frozen like an ice cube.
No.
Now you're good. Just keep going. When you hear me, just keep going. I think the video eventually catches up to you. It's sending gigabytes of information through the pipeline. And
it does. What I see on my side is that you actually freeze, and then everything comes blip, 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 and brings it back up to date.
Yeah.
So I apologize for everyone.
Me. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Yeah. So somehow Restream's messing up. Bo is here. Bo has made an appearance.
Come here.
Not sure he can get her because Bo does whatever Bo wants to do.
Tell me about it. Holy moly.
Yeah, but Bo's very independent. Most cats are. Anyways, Dave froze again, but keep going, Dave, when you come back on. So he gets the tape recorder, and it's what Mickey Spillane, Mallory was quoting his. There's Bo. We get to see Bo all pixelated. There we go. Like a cartoon. Dave will be back. So threw me off there a little. So he gets the cassette player, He's got the cassette player. Listen, I don't think that's helped. Well, I might for a minute, but you're good, Dave. Things are echoing in here. What the heck is going on? Something wrong with my ear? What's going on? I was Santa Claus last night, Dave. I was letting the hair grow.
I saw that. I did see a little bit of it.
And I cut it again, Dave. I can never get past a certain point because I go, you know what? I'm kind of looking like a bum. I'm like, no, I got to trim it up again. Yeah. 20 years I've been dealing with that. I'm like, do I grow it? Do I not? Am I? Oh, geez. Is upset with clarity. They changed it too.
Every time I go out, because it's like I just went ahead, I closed out all my other windows. I don't see the chat at all, so I apologize for that. But hopefully that'll streamline a little bit better.
Maybe a little bit. Dave Poof has fixed the problem. Poof.
Oh, restream.
Yeah, listen, I don't think there's many other alternatives, but I'm going to find out. Anyways, darn it.
I could just go out to Columbus, Cleveland, hang out with you.
Yeah.
If I show up to Columbus, I'd be like, where are you, Dino?
We'll set up a studio. You can do everything through Zoom with your class, So.
I do. Yeah.
But listen, you don't want to be here. You want to be there. Or maybe you don't. Maybe this is snow. You see it for once in your life and go,
yeah, I've never seen the snow.
Maybe you'd like the snow. I need some sun.
I think I'd want to sled. I'd like to sled one time.
Oh, can you imagine going down the hill super fast and knowing you're going to slow down at the end and it's fun.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, no, that was definitely fun. One time I went down like 100 miles an hour and ended up in this Walmart parking lot. It just sucked. But if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. So he's listen, we got to get through this. He's listening to the tape recorder. Well, we're 48 minutes in and we're still BSing.
Yeah, do we have any thumbs up even at this point?
Oh, I'm sure we got thumbs up. Let's see. Let me get to the chat.
I checked, we had 39.
Rajram gave another super chat. Thank you very much for the terrifying leather face in front of Dino. Raj, keep them coming, man. There's plenty of things to super chat about. No, I'm joking, but thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the tape recorder, Dave. Let's talk about the tape recorder.
Yeah, the tape recorder is fun because Columbo keeps replaying it, puts his head next to it like he's gonna hear it better. And we do hear, I mean, it's like it every single time we hear the blinds wiggling, with the wind and everything. And that's the main clue is that
for a moment.
The guy basically after he shoots the guy, Mickey Spillane, he leaves the gun, he leaves the key, again, everything to incriminate Riley Greenleaf. And my favorite part of this particular clip is that they find the gun, they give it to Columbo, but they give it to him like with a revolver right in his face, pointing at him like you should never do that.
Yeah. Well, when I heard that gun go off on that tape recorder, it sounded like glass shattered. And then we got the blinds going. And I'm like they never mentioned the glass pane shattering or anything. But anyway.
That's a good point. But again, that's the point where we see all three TV screens together. Yeah. And it's there's a backfire from the car. There's the gunfire. And then there's the crash of the car. And so like all three things happen simultaneously. I thought that was really good at weaving it together.
Yeah, and basically the murder was recorded on this tape recorders. And they find the gun in the basement corridor. And they also found that the how he broke in, the door was jimmied. So it's going to kind of connect the two dots with the door down there was jimmy and the paint was taken off. They say that there's a mark on the door, same as the car. So it's just, somebody jimmied the door open down there, is what they did. Yeah, we're losing them fast, Dave. Let's get them back. Ooh.
That's all right. But
Raj Ram for the gorgeous Hobbit book in front of Dino. Thank you very much, Raj Ram. It is a gorgeous book. The story is even more beautiful. Yeah.
My favorite part after this is when he gets found in a park. The police come up to his car and
Yeah.
say, "Sir, why are you parked in the park?" And he's all, "Because it says no parking in the street."
Yeah. Smart ass. This
And
dude's a smart aleck.
oh yeah, and then the cops all like, "Hey, step out of the car." He's all, "I'm not going to step out of the car." And he goes, "Make me." And the cop
And
goes,
the other guy comes over and he goes, "Oh, you need some
"Yeah,
help?"
you need backup." It's
You need
like, all
backup?
right, we're going to have police brutality in this episode.
That was so funny. That was
Oh,
funny.
great.
But then we're at the interrogation room with Columbo,
We
and
are.
the lawyer and Greenleaf walk in,
Yep.
and he's going to ask him some questions.
Yeah,
Go
and the
ahead.
lawyer, I mean, this is a great lawyer because the lawyer is always with Riley Greenleaf. I mean, at his house,
Oh yeah,
I mean, just this is a good lawyer.
he
And
lives with him.
so his
Yeah.
name is David Chase, and he says, "Tell me how much the bail is. I want to get my client out of here."
Yeah,
And Columbo's all like, "I'm not with traffic." He goes, "I'm with homicide."
yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, "I want you to listen to this." And again, we have the tape recorder, and he plays it. And
And I like that Greenleaf, Jack Cassidy, Greenleaf is cooperating, and you almost would think that's good for him. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah,
Let's go up. But if you're Columbo and you've seen this a million times, just him kind of saying, no, it's all right. I can answer the question. Sometimes even that kind of throws you off, and you go, oh, okay, he's on my radar now. He wants to cooperate. But anyways, yeah, he listens to the tape record, and he doesn't know he's dead until the very end.
right. And then he does like, "Oh my gosh, I feel horrible." That this is someone I knew who worked for me. He was actually feigning a really good, friendship with this
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, no, he was sad about it. He did a good acting job, which they usually do. But what ends up happening is there's a key. He said, Columbo says, "I found the key on the floor," and he goes, "Oh, yeah, I don't," acting like he don't know what it is, and he basically said, "What does he say, Dave?" He says it's the second key to the. He basically says it's
Well,
Greenleaf's key.
yeah, Greenleaf can't identify it. He goes,
Yeah,
all keys look the same to me."
yeah.
And he's all, "Well, this is actually a key from, the place you
Oh,
rented,
yeah,
and it's a secondary key. It's not the original one. It's a secondary one."
yeah.
And he's all, I don't know. My spare keys are in my glove compartment next to my gun.
Yeah. He's always got an excuse, like people do that for me. Listen, I don't know. I just don't do that, So, but yeah, there's it's supposedly his key and stuff like that. So, which you said we're going to find out later in the next upcoming scene about the gun being in his glove compartment and the key being in there. But I do love what Columbo does the next day here, and I didn't, we don't know as we're watching the episode until the very end either, when he kind of, solves it. We'll get to that, but yeah. So where are we at? Space for
Oh,
Eleanor.
we're going to go see Eileen McRae's apartment real quick, and her dressed in a beautiful robe that
Yeah.
is cut, and just
Yeah.
beautiful.
I think she just got out of the shower, Dave.
Hopefully.
It was, yeah.
And then, she talks about, gives some information about Mallory and everything like that, and talks about how the script is going to be like a movie for Universal. They've already bought the movie rights and such.
Yeah. Just corroborating things and stuff like that, and he goes on to tell her that well, he seemed very saddened and all of that, and that's when Eileen kind of says, well, that's kind of strange, because he doesn't give a crap about anybody, and he even threatened his life and all of that. So things didn't add up, and I don't know if this is the part where this isn't the part where she says she had to do with the ending of the book.
I think it does.
Is
Yes.
this scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had to change the ending because Rock Hudson,
Yeah.
who by the way is concurrently starring in the mystery movie, not the Columbo, but Macmillan and Wife. He's in that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is also running on the ABC Mystery Wheel.
Mhm.
He's going to be starring in this film, and he can't die at the end because this guy's going to make $100,000 for this picture. He's not going to die, So they had to rewrite the ending to where he goes away to a monastery, and so then we have that clip that ends, and then we go to Riley's house the next day, where we see him hanging out in a room that is under construction, and the butler, not the butler, but the lawyer is there. And let me go get my cat.
Okay. Yeah, no, the butler's there telling him, listen, stop incriminating yourself, and basically Jack Cassidy's character is just saying, listen, I have nothing to hide. Or if I did do it, I don't remember, things like that. So basically saying he did. Basically, his thing is he was so drunk that he blacked out and he don't remember a thing. So that's his thing. And the lawyer is trying to keep, covering his butt. But the butler does come in. I don't know if his name was Jeeves or not, but
Edwards.
That's a good butler name. Edwards
was good too.
Yeah. Edwards.
But did you? I know you've just watched this the first time. When you start to watch this time and time again, you'll notice a lot of the pictures in the place that's kind of down are clandestine. They are women in various states of undress.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. In his office there that he's redecorating. So he's also a pervo is what he is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. He's listen. He's a swinging single, that's what they were back in the day, So,
and he's got a nice car. He's got a 69 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. That's got to be a babe magnet.
Oh, but Columbo comes in. Boy, we are just, listen.
Oh, no.
We're just losing them left and
right. Not
right.
going to be one of those nights.
It's one of those nights. Yeah, whatever. So Columbo does notice the back of the car, but you see him in the window before he comes in. But he ends up coming in the office, starts talking to him. Eventually, they start talking about the key and the gun. The gun. He tells him the gun has, it's incriminating evidence. It's only your prints are on that gun. So, he goes, oh, no. He's axe. He goes, oh, no, I think I did do it then. I think I killed him. Oh, out of the rage of him wanting to leave him, I killed him, Dave. This is what he's saying. And
the lawyer's all, don't say that.
And Columbo's going, okay, this guy just is... Something's quite not right here. Something's off. But as they end up going out and stuff, they look at the car because he asked them about the key, I think, again.
Right.
Or is it the gun?
The compartment. Let's go check this out. Let's go make sure your gun's in there.
And
then we see that, as you say, the car lock's been jimmied.
Yeah.
The gun is gone. The extra key to the office is gone. So we know that he's been ripped off. People are trying to set him up. One thing that bothers me is that the car out the window, when they're inside the house, is a different car than the car they go up to outside the house. It's by a couple of different model years. And it's just like, it's a 67 through a window. It's the 69 in real life. So again, got a prop person, get with it.
Yeah. There's a guy specifically hired for that stuff.
There is.
And they should be on top of it. But something...
Telephone call.
Yeah, telephone call. And he says, well, tell him I'll call back later.
Insurance agent, we'll call you back.
No. It might be important, Dave.
There's been an
There's been an accident.
Really? Okay. So Riley.
Yeah. And we are down to 21. Yes, and he slips up though, Dave. He says after he finds out that the lawyer comes out and says, "Well, I don't think you got any evidence on the for a case on Mr. Greenleaf because we know where he was. He got in an accident with the couple, whatever, and you know, well, they didn't say the couple.
Thank God those people called.
Yes, Greenleaf said, "I'm glad those people called." And Columbo turns back around and he goes, "It's strange. How did you know? I didn't mention who they were, but you said those people. How did you know it was those people, a couple?" So yeah,
he did not. Ralph did not pick that girl up because they call them Mr. and Mrs. Shallcross.
Okay.
So they are married, and it's so funny because they live in El Monte, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump down the freeway from me. It's like you driving to.
Okay. Wow, it is. Well, I'm not going to say that's a place. It's not a real bar or anything like that, is it? I mean, can you imagine going there and sitting, taking a picture?
No.
Okay. So yeah, so Columbo comes to see Greenleaf again. We'll try to find out who framed him. Greenleaf took $1 million policy. This is him coming back to his work, his publishing company, and starts asking him about the life insurance and stuff like that. And stuff like that. Listen, stuff like that. Go on, Dave. Get me back on track.
Right. So we're headed back to Riley's office. The secretary calls, says there's a strange man walking through the corridors. And he's all, "Why are you bothering me?" And he's all, "Call the police." And she's all, "That's just the problem. He is the police." And we find it's Columbo, and he's opening the doors, looking in. And there's, of course, this romance novel where this woman is swooning in this guy's arm, but she's all, "His shirt smells," you know. And it's just really kind of a funny type of scene. And Riley gets pissed off. He's all, "Columbo, what are you doing here?" And he's all, "Look, I just came to tell you you didn't do it, that we think you were framed." "Oh, I'm so sorry," you know, and starts apologizing to him. And then, because all, you know, you have $1 million policy on this guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's just, you know, we do that for all of our clients. Yeah. So
yeah.
And he goes, "Well, you did this 2 weeks ago." And he goes, "Yeah, no, I have people do that for me." So that's basically his out right there. So,
but then he baits Riley Greenleaf going, "The key doesn't fit."
He Norman Bates.
And
Rajram, another super chat for the terrifying Jason figure in front of Dino. Thank you, Rajram.
Luckily, he's not giving you $2 every time we freeze.
No, well, yeah, it'd be a lot of money.
Be able to afford that.
No, that's, you know, listen, new platform soon. So yeah, no.
There's gotta be Skype.
I don't know. I may go back to OBS. That usually always works. But Mallory did change the locks, so the key did not work. He tells Greenleaf, right?
Right.
I mean, that's not really what happened. We'll find that out at the end. But he says, no, this key does not work, which is a ploy for Columbo to get Greenleaf to make a copy of that key. That slick dog. It's 9:05 already, Dave. Wow.
Thank God.
Is it? I can't. What do we got coming up, Dave?
What do you talk about?
Man, please, let's divert.
Let's see. Hopefully, we've got a new streaming system coming up. Yeah. Here we are, late horror shows with Dino. Today is the 24th. Oh God, December 1st. The Prisoner.
Yes.
For all. We're going to be doing.
Wait.
Then we're going to do the Wild Wild West with the Night of the Glowing Corpse. And yes, there is a glowing corpse.
Yes.
But
that's only got 2 likes right now. What's going on there, people? 2 likes.
Anyway. And one of them's me.
And the other one's me. Nobody liked it. No love for Wild Wild West?
There will be. We haven't done a Wild Wild West in a long time. It's been about since September 8th. So
when are we due for? Wait, go on. Then the Kolchak's coming right
then
after.
we have the final Kolchak on December 15th.
What a party we're gonna have that night. The final Kolchak. The
It'll be really sad. All the Kolchak stops will be pulled out, and we don't have Updike to talk about that.
Oh no, or Emily
left,
or Miss Emily.
Miss Emily will be in the episode.
Oh, she is. Oh, I thought she was.
Just okay. Ron is out of his contract now.
Okay. So yeah, we got that. When are we planning on doing our first Scooby Doo? Any ideas?
Scooby Doo thing. Well, we can always, as Bo gives me the evil eye here, standing next to the door, like, let me out. Yeah. We can flip it into our December 22nd date that we took this one from, if you would like. So why don't I do that right now?
Okay.
Scooby Doo, 2 episodes is what I have written down.
Yeah.
And
season 1, episode 1 and 2.
Okay, hold on. Let me write that.
Is what we'll do, and can't wait to talk about that. We'll talk about Zoinks.
Go ahead and Zoinks me.
Yeah, we're gonna have lots of lines. No, yeah, no, that'll be fun. I can't wait to talk Scooby Doo.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, it's something new after Kolchak.
Speaking of exciting, you know what? God dang it.
Exciting and new.
Come aboard.
Come aboard. We're expecting you, the lover. Let's just sing themes all night. TV themes.
My God, we could do that. We could do 80s themes, TV shows, you name.
Oh, I am. Well, we need the buffering to stop, but we
TV show 70s and 80s with the buffering gods.
I have no idea, but we'll get this fixed. It's got to be restream. But can you imagine? I would. Yes, we'll just sing. We'll sing TV show themes,
and we'll let the chat decide which ones we do. But as much as we can, like Archie Bunker, right? We can, we could do that one easily. The Jeffersons, we could have so much fun. Everybody hold their weight.
Oh, this is going to be good.
So ran great.
Those were the days. No, yeah. Oh my God, that'll be a riot, Dave. Okay, great idea. Let's end this episode. Let's get tonight over with. Man.
Writing in our log here, Dave and Dino sing 80s TV series theme songs.
Oh,
that is going to be amazing.
And I think I can bring up and share a screen of like lyrics to these things. Listen, I think this will be fun. This will be kind of fun to do. Anyways,
now the world don't move. Sorry, go ahead.
Do good. Wait, what? See, I don't know the words. I'm going to need them right in front of me.
Oh no, you have to do it from memory.
Oh God, that's not going to work, Dave.
Yes.
No, it's not going to work. Throw out a TV theme real quick.
Give me a break.
Give me a break, because I sure deserve it. Mel Carter sings it too.
She does.
It's gonna do the start. See, but I don't know the words. I need the words.
Yeah, we could just do the da da da. That would be so fun. And then, or how about what's happening?
Oh, I don't remember.
Do.
Are there words?
When they're just dribbling, the ball down the street.
Good times, fast enough to leave it. Good. See, I don't know the words.
I don't know the words either to that. Maybe lyrics are important.
Or
the Fall Guy.
You know that, Dave. That's Sanford and Son.
I know it's Sanford.
Okay.
But I was thinking also, oh my gosh, we could have so much fun with the Fall Guy.
Oh God.
A-Team.
Oh, listen, we're doing this, man. For the $2 super chat, Raj Ram for the Freddy figure. Please get a Michael Myers. I do have a Michael Myers. Right there is Michael Myers. He's sitting in my cup, my Killer Clowns cup. Can you? How good do you see that there? Yeah, see, there's Michael Myers. Raj, he just didn't make the cut. You got it. He didn't make the cut. You know, it's not Halloween yet anymore. Okay, Dave, let's go. Let's stop this. We're gonna have some fun. That was fun just talking about doing it.
It was. Let's go and kill off Eddie Kane right now. Okay.
Oh, let's get rid of him. Yeah.
All right. So Eddie Kane, evil bastard he is not as evil as Riley Greenleaf. And so basically, he calls up Eddie Kane, says, "Hey, I'm going to come over. Where are you living?" "I'm living where Fonzie lives, over the garage."
Hey, Cunningham, let me stay here. Yeah.
1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5. Sorry.
So rock round clock tonight. We're going. Okay. Anyways, go. Yeah.
Good God. All right. So we go up
there. Schlemazel? Okay. No, come on.
Once again, never open the door if Riley Greenleaf is there wearing gloves, because he's not leaving fingerprints. He's not leaving a trace because he's going to kill him.
He's got a bag with champagne that he just stuck the poison in.
Bag with the champagne, and he's all, "Hey, where are your glasses?" "I don't have glasses. Let's use some beakers and test tubes to drink out of." So he pours into the lab equipment, because that's all it is. He lives in a lab, and he's all like, talking about bouncing Betties, anti-personnel mines, things like that.
He's all excited that, oh, you're going to publish it. Oh, yeah, I've got a great pages I wrote up here about building about. Oh, so ridiculous. And why did the coroner pick up on the poison in his body?
You would think, but it was probably Gordy.
He blew up. He was
Gordy the Ghoul.
It was probably Gordy the Ghoul. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he drugs Eddie Kane, and I love the acting where he goes, what is it? Oh, I don't have the quote. Oh, I thought of things that they never even thought of. So like when you start to hear him repeating, it's like, oh my gosh, it's taking place. He passes out. Greenleaf pulls out all these different things. He's going to type a synopsis up of the book. He's going to leave it there. And then he finds how to blow up things and 10 easy lessons, builds his own bomb, blows Eddie Kane up. And this is so great. This is what a sick bastard Riley Greenleaf is. He leaves. He gets in his car. He drives a block away, lights his cigarette.
Waits to hear for the bomb to go off.
Bomb goes off, and he smiles.
Yeah.
He screeches his tires away, and it's just like, you sick bastard.
But he's also there to plant some evidence, and he puts a key on Eddie's chain.
The evidence isn't going to burn up. This is what makes me laugh. The whole room is trashed, right? We've got beams coming down. The outside doesn't look touched at all. The inside, the beams are down. There's scorch marks on the wall, but everything else is intact. The file folder, no, none of the papers are even burned.
Oh, you would see, listen, they said he blew himself up with a grenade. Technically, you would have guts and blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't see that. But before Greenleaf leaves, he also starts to type out 60 miles to Saigon on the typewriter, because he's going to set up that Eddie Kane kind of sent him a manuscript prior to him, and what he ended up doing. I mean, I could talk about this now. No, that didn't make the cut. Yeah, I've had many days like that. You think you got that line, that catch. It just doesn't work. Dave's head is itching. How about the Head and Shoulders, Dave? That sometimes works. Takes about a week, but it does work. You're hot? Oh, you're all right?
I'm fine.
Oh, you're fine? He's basically going to set up after Eddie Kane. Go ahead, talk about it. Come on.
No, you go ahead. I talked enough.
Eddie, have you? I don't know about that. And Eddie Kane, he's basically going to say Eddie Kane wrote this 60 Miles to Saigon, and he sent him the manuscript. And when, what the heck is going on? You're a little too close to your laptop, man. It's like a wind blowing in that microphone.
I think we started this show with 30 miles to Saigon. Now we're at 60. We may end up at 90 by the time we're done.
Did we say 30 miles at the beginning?
I think at the beginning it was 30 miles, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, no, the name of the book, 60 Miles to Saigon.
We're running out of time.
Oh, we're not running out of time. There's no stream tonight. So, anyways, Eddie Kane sent him the manuscript, and he said he wasn't going to publish it. He gave it to Mickey Spillane, is what he says. And Mickey Spillane used the manuscript to have the story. That he used the story. That's what Greenleaf is saying. Because Columbo comes and runs in on him and says, and they make he kind of breaks down and says this is what happened. But he's going to get caught in that too, Dave. Yeah, way to hold back that yawn.
It's late here. I'm tired. I'm hungry. No, I want to talk about the.
It's late here. I'm tired. I'm hungry. My legs are hurting. I got tinnitus in my ears. Oh, coffee. You can't come too soon. What
and this guy,
if I don't feed my ulcer, it's gonna hurt. Oh no. Okay, go ahead, Dave. End it.
We didn't even talk about the hypertension. No, I want to talk about Chasen's and the chili scene.
Oh, that's so good. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
So he goes into a world famous Hollywood restaurant, Chasen's. It's him, and he gets to meet Marriott Hartley and the other publisher, Neil. And he's all, please join us, have some food. I want chili. And the waiter goes, chili here? And
Neil goes, have them work up something, tell them that. And they literally bring it in 3 minutes.
How can they do that? You can't make chili that quick.
Yeah, if it's not on the menu, I mean, I don't know what he did, but he threw something in a bowl for him. But I love that Columbo asked for ketchup.
Yep.
And when he kept asking for the saltine crackers and looking back, it was such a trip because his glass eye too, he's got that look. He's cameras. Peter Falk. Oh, it was so funny. The chili scene in this episode, pretty dang funny.
It is, but it was damn good chili. He loved it. And then he gets a phone call, and the guy brings him a check and goes, here's your check. And it's like $6. He's all $6 for chili and an iced tea. And he goes, oh, forgive me. I forgot to add the iced tea. And it's like $6.75. Yeah.
And I like that the waiter took the pencil too, and like Columbo stealing his pencil.
Yes, he took it back, put it in his.
Please give me my pencil back. I need that. Oh my God! Whoa, what the? Dave's doing something's going on. I don't know.
Sorry, I had to let the cat out.
So we're at the end. God. Columbo asked. Thank God. Thank goodness. Columbo asked Greenleaf to come to Mallory's office, where he's going to break down Charlie Chan style the scene of the crime, what's been going on, and what he did wrong. And Columbo asked, go ahead. Did you want to say anything, Dave, or did you freeze up?
Buffer just one more time, thank God this didn't happen during our Kolchak episode. But basically, Agatha Christie brings everyone together one last time and says, look, I know you did it. One of the reasons I changed the lock on you, and you made a copy of a key that fits a lock that I had put on after this. Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll repeat that because I didn't mean to interrupt. Harry Scott was just throwing out California, the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Yeah, oh man, I can't wait to combine and get together a bunch of songs. Listen, Dave sounded like Blair Witch. I'm tired, hungry. I just Okay, so yes, you are correct, and I didn't mean to interrupt Dave, but they Columbo basically tells him I changed that lock the night after the murder. So you, Greenleaf, went and made a key, thus implementing yourself into being the killer. Whatever. But go ahead, close it out, and I'll shut up. I promise.
Well, then Greenleaf starts to get away. He's all, I'm out of here. I don't like what you're saying. Talk to you guys later. And he heads out into the hallway, and Columbo goes, Mr. Walpert. And the kid comes out from the manuscript service.
Yeah, it was waiting. Yeah, waiting for his cue.
He goes, we know you two know each other. And he goes, was this the deal, to be implicated in murder? And the kid's like freaking out, right? And he's all, no, I didn't know anything about a murder. And he's all, we checked your bank accounts, and you've added $1,000 every single week. Where did you get that money?
How did he check his bank account that quick? I mean, I guess there was some time in between everything, but that's not right. The judge gave them permission to check his bank account. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but that's, then he's all, I was giving him a copy of the manuscript. And
Wolpert, his name is Wolpert. What a name.
Yes, but he is still alive.
Oh, really? Okay, so Wolpert, that's not a bad name.
No, he's still living. He's a director, producer in Hollywood still. Didn't do a whole lot of acting gigs, I think about 17. But he produces shows such as Lost.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, well, he was the main producer. I think he did 43 episodes of that program.
Yeah. Isn't it like a 30-year-old show now?
So Seinfeld.
Yeah, but yeah, he's still around. He's shooting stuff like Lost.
I don't know. I mean,
he's still doing stuff like A Streetcar Named Desire. He's still hopping. He's the guy's got a name for himself.
All right, and the last bit of evidence is the ending. The ending is different because he couldn't have come up with the ending, Eddie Kane, who then Mallory, because the ending was actually given to Mickey Spillane by Eileen McRae.
Yes.
Because we can't have Rock Hudson die at the end. And so that is the whole thing. That's where he gets caught. And the guy just goes, yeah, you're right, I did it.
Cut. And I mean, that was the quickest cut, the end, that I've seen out of any of these shows or other shows. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, oh, it's over with. Okay, wow. That's the end. See you guys next week. Listen, so that's the show. Listen, it was a wreck tonight, man. We still had fun though. We always do. Dave needs a giant cocktail after this is over. Yeah, no, he's going to talk. I think he said he'll be talking to his therapist tomorrow, so he can get it out of his system. He can talk.
I hate to be my students tomorrow. Let me tell you about the night I had last night.
So what makes you continue to do these Sunday shows with him, with this Dino fella, Dave? Well, what? I don't know what it is, Doc. I just don't know what it is. Listen, Dave's got problems. So do I. No, Dave's perfectly fine. I'm the nut. Dave just puts up with me.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
Yeah, listen, no commercial jingles.
All right.
We're doing TV themes. Go down that road straight. You know, my vehicle will tell me if I'm veering off even a little bit towards that yellow line.
You know what my vehicle does? It
It's
actually
not.
jerks.
But that's probably the same thing. These cars are like almost smart vehicles now, to where it'll like it turns you, like it's almost dangerous, Dave, because I'm driving with two hands on there, but a lot of times I'll take my hand and put it like in the middle of the steering wheel, and the sensors, I guess, listen, I didn't even know it had sensors like this. It goes, keep two hands on the wheel. And I'm like, well, my hand is on the wheel. And then it'll like move it for me like my hand's not there. And I'm like, that's not safe. That's not safe. Or if I'm moving a little bit or going towards the yellow, there must be cameras underneath the vehicle that looks at the lines. It's very odd, Dave. Very odd. My vehicle's taken over me. It's almost like,
you know what,
Christine.
It is, but probably not as pretty as Christine is.
No.
What is that? A 53, 54 Belvedere? Anyway.
Do we do an episode where Dave just talks cars? Who would have known?
We need to talk food still.
We do need to do that, but I need to set up an area where I'm at the counter and I'm actually can throw some stuff in a pan and fry it up.
We could call it Area 52.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll see.
All right. Well, we were talking about cars. Oh, okay. So my car, you close it, beep, that's what it does.
Yeah.
But if there's something in the back seat, if there's something on the floor of the back seat, if there is a window that's cracked open or the sunroof is cracked open,
yeah,
it beeps not a couple of times, 9 times.
Really? Okay.
Like, that is 8 excessive beeps.
Well, yeah, that's true. But when the car actually, listen, I like that the car tells me, it says 900 feet ahead, there is a speed camera. So
wow.
So slow down to 25 miles an hour.
My car doesn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, she's a sweet gal.
My car goes.
Dave freezes right when he says that. Dave, my car goes. Please unfreeze, Dave.
Traffic ahead. Slow traffic ahead.
It says slow traffic ahead. Yeah, no, this is Dave. You literally said, my car goes, and you. My car goes. Cargo is on the top of the vehicle. Do they even? Yeah, they do that. Make those. Yeah, Dave, we need to get off of here. This nothing's going to get better tonight.
I don't think this one will be posted, so just go ahead and
it'll be posted. I'm not
taking link now, everyone.
I keep everything. This is real life.
So much for me TV.
Creature Features is on. You can go over there. No,
yeah, please.
You guys have fancy cars. Listen, no, it was just time for a new vehicle, and when I got the vehicle, listen, it's a new Kia Seltos. It's a Kia Seltos. But I think most of the cars they built now have these kind of features that I'd never even knew. They didn't even tell me. Like, at least tell me, is there a button to shut this thing off?
No. Oh my God. I can't even undo my safety belt to get into my wallet to give money to the fast food person without it going beep, beep, beep. And then if I don't strap right back in, it goes beep, 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 beep. And it's just like, holy shit. Just let me get my wallet. I'm stopped. I'm in park.
Well, I had to input my name and everything else. And this lady tells me, Dino, please put your seatbelt back on. We wouldn't want nothing to happen to you. It says that kind of stuff. It's weird, Dave. It really is weird. That was weak and felt flat. So I apologize, everybody in the chat, for listening to that.
Just apologize for the whole show.
No, I thought it was a good show.
Apologize for the last 90 minutes.
Mr. Ed says I own a Canardly roll. Yeah, that's a good one, Ed. That's a good one. Listen, Cat Small, thank you for the super chats, and Raj, thank you very much for all of the super chats that you did. I really appreciate it, and becoming a member today. So, thank you. Next weekend, I do got the Outer Limits, and I am going to keep alternating weeks. Next Saturday, Outer Limits, and then Night Gallery, Outer Limits, Night Gallery. May change that every now and then, but that's what I got going on. And yes, me and Dave will be talking next Sunday. So with that said, yeah, it probably is. Hello, Mary H. And anybody I missed in the chat, thank you guys. Freddie Miranda, hey, what's going on?
Ready?
Again, for the people who are here, oh, they're leaving real fast. They're like, it's over. Let's get out of here. Time for dinner. Is that pizza here yet? No stream tonight, so please listen. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater, the Sci-Fi stream. Those are the two streams I would say go to if you're interested. They're new episodes and timestamps and stuff like that, so they're really good. Plus, me and Dave, Night Gallery last night. You can catch up on all our stuff we've done. Kolchak last week. There's tons of stuff to catch up on.
The Prisoner next week.
And The Prisoner next week.